Hey everybody, it's Adam Tracy again. And now that FTX has imploded and SBF and all his cohorts have been extradited to the United States, there's obviously space available for rent or sale in the Bahamas. And the question is, does the Bahamas offer a second passport or residency program? And the answer is yes, it's a residency program. And it's a residency by investment program, which is somewhat vague in nature. Um, Unlike other Caribbean jurisdictions that offer like residency permits, the delineated amount varies, right? Typically, your minimum that you're going to get in with is $500,000. And that investment is very like broad. Like it could be in your house, right, that you intend to live in. It could be in a business. It can be in multiple things, right? So X for a house, X for something else, a local business, whatever the case may be. And the process is typically about 3 months, and it's, it's sort of on island time. It could be obviously done a lot quicker, but it's relatively straightforward. Like they want to know who you are, background checks, KYC type stuff and all that. And they want to verify your investment, which of course the investment has to be made before you apply. So it is well advised to do your due diligence and talk to the immigration office before you actually buy a home or do whatever you want to do down there, because if you don't get residency, then you're just sort of buy yourself a big Airbnb or something like that. But you can expedite it, but expediting it, which will take a matter of weeks, requires an investment of, in my experience, at least 1.5 million, right? And again, you can't find any of these numbers, and you're not going to get the immigration department to actually tell you what the numbers are. It's just the way that kind of goes. But long term, if you're free to live there and you reap the tax advantages and so on and so forth to some degree, depending on where your primary country is from. But after 6 years of continuous living, right, which they purport to check through cell phone records and stuff like that, which I question whether they really could for that long of a period of time. But if you are able to prove that you have lived on the island for 6 years out of 10, then you can apply for a full citizenship, which is a process unto itself. It doesn't require any additional investment, but you have to go through the rigors of getting a passport. And as the Bahamas doesn't allow for dual citizenship, unlike the US and UK, you actually would have to forego your citizenship in wherever else you hold your passport. So in the US, it's obviously quite a complicated and somewhat expensive process, but long term, maybe if that's the goal, it's worth it. But that's the long and the short of the Bahamas residency program. There's unlike, not too different than many of the Caribbean islands, you can find that like the Bahamas and Caymans, in my experience, are the more kind of developed, more sophisticated from a financial and sort of retail, I guess, perspective. But that's the ins and outs of it, right? You don't really know the number, but 500 probably is. So if you have any questions, definitely hit me up. Happy to give you whatever insight I can. Adam at Adam Tracy, Tracy.io, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.